Claims that Noy is offering £5 million to any criminal who'll help him escape from prison. And that's all from the ITV Nightly News for tonight and this week from the entire team here tonight. Goodbye. Do have a good weekend.
Good evening. Rotten day in the southeast tomorrow, unless you're partial to a bit of cold, grey and wet, that is. The rest of us will find some sunny spells in between the showers. These satellite pictures run in a sequence from the early hours of this morning right up to date, and this is the patch of cloud we've been watching for the south and east. You can see it's heading up through the day today. Already now we've got rain across some southeastern parts, and it'll hang around well into tomorrow. Further north and west, much more broken cloud today, of course, and you will have some sunshine between the showers tomorrow. But another ribbon of cloud in the northwest, that's going to edge in towards Ireland later tomorrow and threatens one or two longer spells of rain there too. As for tonight, well, the southeast certainly has the worst of the weather, cold and grey there with outbreaks of rain. Further north and west you are, it's even colder really. Clearer skies will allow temperatures to fall below freezing, so a touch of frost across much of Britain with the temperatures in the rainy, wet southeast staying above freezing. For tomorrow, the southeast will hang on to a lot of cloud right through the day, all the way from the Wash down towards the Isle of Wight into the East Midlands at times, outbreaks of rain and some of them fairly heavy too. In the north and west, though, the rest of Britain really, a brighter mixture of sunshine and scattered showers. One or two more showers than you saw today, but still some good sunny spells around. And then later in the day, that other band of cloud I pointed out to you on the satellite picture may bring longer spells of rain into western parts of Ireland. We end up with a sandwich there, as you can see, rain in the northwest and the southeast, sunny bits in between. Temperatures, it's going to feel cold in the southeast because it's wet and windy. Elsewhere, 9 or 10. And then on Sunday, well, it's pretty much the same all round, really. Most places having some sunshine, a few showers too, but most of them probably in the south and west. Have a good weekend. Good night.
Powergen. Power, whatever the weather.
Every week, thousands of people switch to Powergen for their gas and electricity. To find out why, call 0500 24 0500.
Got some fencing to do? Well, I've got some good news for you. B&Q has driven down the price of fence panels.
These B&Q value fence panels are only £7.53 each. That's our lowest price ever.
And while you're doing it, why not make sure they're protected? We've got Timberline fence treatment at only £2.48.
You can do it when you B&Q it.
And now, even if you already think cereals are good for you, you probably didn't know this.
A recent series of scientific studies shows that whole grain found in cereals like shredded wheat, Cheerios and Shreddies may actually help keep your heart healthy. Most cereals do not use the whole of the grain, but these do. We put this symbol on our packs so you can be sure. Eat shredded wheat, Cheerios and Shreddies. It may help keep your heart healthy.
Starting in tomorrow's Mirror, get 2 free Better Homes magazines. Create the perfect living room. Learn the secrets for a designer kitchen. Revitalise your bathroom. And make the bedroom simply irresistible. Learn the tricks of the trade with 2 free Better Homes magazines starting in tomorrow's Mirror.
Introducing new super all-purpose sealant from Unibond. With fingertip control, it's now so quick and so easy to use, you may never need a sealant gun ever again. New super all-purpose sealant from Unibond.
No more nails means no more nails. No more nails on architraves or dado rails. No more nails on skirting boards. No more nails sticks virtually anything to anything.
At B&Q, we're driving down the price of power tools, like the circular saw for only £37.98. It's our lowest price ever. You can do it when you B&Q it.
Somewhere in the world, a story is breaking.
The robbers knew the impact.
It's a story that'll move you.
Another survivor was miraculously returned to the arms of a grateful father.
It's thought-provoking.
5 men say they're innocent. It's a moment that will change our lives.
City analysts say we can't ignore the euro.
A story is breaking that must be told.
That's why we're here. Weekdays
at 12:30,
6:30
and 11.
And throughout the weekend.
The late headlines now from your local Central News team.
Good evening from the Central Newsroom. The former boss of the Rover Car Group has put in a bid to buy his old company. John Towers, who was chief executive at Rover until 1996, has formally submitted his plans to BMW as an alternative to those put forward by Alchemy Partners. The news came as Trade Secretary Stephen Byers toured car parts suppliers in the region who've been hit by the planned sell-off. Mr Byers says £2 million is being made available to help the suppliers and more aid will follow. He says any bid that could keep Rover as a large-scale car producer would be welcome.
What we've always said is that we want to see a high-volume car manufacturer at the Longbridge site. So if BMW are committed to selling, breaking up the Rover group, then we want someone to move in there that will retain as many jobs as possible. And there are some submissions, as we understand it, that will achieve that objective, and clearly we hope BMW will be sympathetic to those proposals.
In the future, there may be no hiding place for criminals. If you're crooked, you'll end up on a computer database, and then you've had it. Keith Wilkinson tested it out.
Once the cameras captured your face, you're on the database. And once you're on the database, it'll find you if you show up again. There's no point hiding, like behind a TV camera. It'll recognise you from your eyes and set off a warning alarm. It might look like Big Brother to some, but it's a good way of keeping an eye out for criminals. These systems are already up and running, and they're getting better and better.
Yeah.
So how many images will this store?
Oh, many millions, in fact, and it will, once it's coded your face, it will then try to match it with your face on the database.
So basically, if I was a crook, and it's got me in there now, I'm walking through a shopping centre,
Yes.
it sets off this alarm, doesn't it?
That's right, it'll...
More than 150 senior police officers and forensic experts, many from the West Midlands, were meeting today to discuss the latest advances in technology, like computers that bring together millions of facts in the search for a suspect. It's an important step forward.
Oh, immensely important. I mean, criminals will always find the way of making the most profit with the least possible chance of detection. This is a major step forward in enhancing our ability to detect crime.
It's not just crooks that'll be recognised by computers. This one knows all these people.